Hi guys, Daniel here. Just making another video. I'm just gonna get comfy here for a sec. Excuse me. There we go. Alright, hello. Just want to make a video today just to quickly update. I spoke with my doctor today, Friday. I meet with him every couple of weeks just to talk, talk shit out, clarify things, sort of keep myself in, perspective and things like that. So we chatted, and we're talking about the trans issue. And I wanted to talk about one quick thing, and that's dating. And it's because it's something he asked me, and it was totally like absolutely legit question. Totally him playing devil's advocate, which I appreciate because it gives me that other um, person's opinion to sort of consider and figure out where I really stand and things like that. So I do appreciate when people play devil's advocate, respectfully. So he asked me, he's like, if you transition, does it bother you that you're about to, substantially decrease the size of the pond you fish from, as it were, when it comes to dating? He said, does it bother you that your potential partners, there's going to be less of them? And I sort of thought for a second, because I kind of saw his point, but then I thought for a second, and I was like, no, that doesn't bother me. That doesn't bother me. I started thinking, I was like, I can't fish from a smaller pond than I already am, because as I am now, pre everything, still in a female form. I mean, it's like I'm not even fishing. I'm not even in the fucking boat. Because there's nobody that I could be with right now, because I'm not me yet. As it were, I'm not comfortable with myself. So anybody that I was with, anybody, would probably not work out at this point. So the issue of fishing from the transgendered pond or whatever, I don't think that I'm about to substantially decrease my number of potential partners. But even if I were, even if that was the case, and I'm making life so much harder for myself when it comes to dating, even if that was the case, that really doesn't have any bearing on whether or not I want to transition. I want to transition. I want to. Because, like I said, I'm not comfortable as myself yet. And therefore, I can only imagine, like, let's just say I chose to stay female, and yet still had these feelings and whatever. How can I really expect any relationship to succeed? Me feeling this way. If you're not happy with yourself, how the hell are you gonna make anyone else happy? It just doesn't work, from my experience. So I said as much to him, and he said, "Good point." So I kind of feel like I'd rather be fishing from a smaller pond, but be happy with myself doing it, than have the whole ocean to choose from and be fucking miserable in myself. Like, where's the benefit there? I'm not greedy. I don't need my pick of any woman I see. I don't need, I'm not that full of myself that I already think that I could have any woman I want. Like, how big is anybody's pond, really? Really? You know? So, like I says, I'd rather be happy in myself and find somebody who loves me for me. And you know what? There is somebody out there for everybody. There are people who are into trans people, and you know what? Even people who don't know it, I have enough friends who are dating females who previously identified as being heterosexual, met them, were told that they were transgendered, and are fine with it. Because you know what? They love them as a person. They love the person that they are. And you know what? The more you love yourself and the more you're comfortable with yourself and you can project that kind of confidence, the more someone's going to be drawn to you. I'm kind of a romantic, like, I do kind of believe that love can conquer all. But at the same time, I'm realistic enough to know that there's issues. And you know what? It's not like I've never had to face issues in my life. It's not like I've never had to overcome anything. So it doesn't scare me off to know that I am going to have to overcome some stuff when it comes to dating in this situation. Like, I get that. But nothing worth having ever came easy. And, you know, I I just don't see it as being a make or break situation. It's not enough of a con for me to say I don't want to transition. If there's not a guarantee that I'm going to have a partner, I don't want to transition. I can't say that. I'm not doing this so that I can have a partner later. I'm not doing this with someone else in mind. If I were, I'd be doing it for the wrong reasons. I feel. I have to become happy with myself. And it's not like I'm not happy. I like who I am as a person. I am happy with myself as far as who I am as a person, my personality, etc. But there's just that thing, that last element of who I am that's lacking, that's missing, that's not quite there. That I know you get it. I'm trying not to be too cliche and be all like, oh, I'm not complete yet, I'm not whole yet, I'm not myself yet. But I'm not yet. So, anyways, that's my thought on dating and fishing from a smaller pond. I don't give a shit what size my pond is. It's not the size, it's what you do with it. And really, my goal is to be content and happy with myself. And if I am, then love will come. I'm sure of it. I'm sure of it. Um, Part of the reason why he's bringing that up like that is because I did recently end a relationship. I didn't end it. It ended. I was with a woman for 3 years who, before meeting me, was for all intents and purposes heterosexual. She's always been with men, etc. Meeting me, believing me to be a woman, we were in a lesbian relationship for 3 years. And it recently ended like January 1st. Happy fucking New Year. January 1st, we kind of called it quits. But among other things, one of the major reasons why we ended up splitting was because she came to me and disclosed to me that she was starting to have feelings towards men again and was wanting to explore sexually again with men, namely one of my best friends. So I was kind of put off by that. I was a little bit pissy that day. But I had been, again, my whole life feeling like I'm in the wrong body. With her, I was able to sort of, the expression "fake it till you make it." I was able to kind of fake my way through, being straight. For all I felt about it, we were in a heterosexual relationship. I was the man in the relationship. She was very feminine. She was straight. She's a straight girl. Like, I really kind of only ever ended up dating straight girls. Go figure. But so like I was the man. I was the man intimately. I was the man socially. Like I just filled those roles just naturally. That's just how I want to be. And so it really worked for her being from a straight past to kind of be she wanted to try it with a girl, I guess. So it was kind of a good compromise for her to be with me. I'm enough of a girl that it could kind of fulfill her fantasy, but I'm enough of a guy that it was kind of comfortable for her and comfortable and like, just what she's used to, and sort of it was a good transition for her, I guess. But ultimately it failed because she said she wants to sleep with men, and you know, it really burned me. And I wasn't super open with her about my transgendered identity because I wasn't super sure of it until recently. Like I didn't snap out of my denial until recently. Like I was very, very much scared to tell her about it. Um, so she didn't really know that I was this serious about it. So anyway, so it burned me because she's saying she wants to sleep with men. In my head, I'm like, I am a man. I was like, fuck, I was basically fucked. I was totally caught in my body, and there's nothing I can do about it at this point. Like right now, for her, I am a woman. For her, that's how she sees me. So, anyways, I kind of got off on a rant there. There's a whole lot more to that story, which I'll fill you in on later. What I really wanted to talk about was the dating thing. So I've talked about that, and I kind of want to just make it clear that me wanting to transition is a separate issue from my relationship ending. I don't want to become a man because she wants men. I don't want to become a man so I can get her back. At the risk of sounding like a gigantic douchebag, I don't want her back. That bridge got burned pretty bad. Again, I'll fill you in on the details some other time, but um, that relationship's over, and I don't want to salvage it. Even where it's salvageable, it's not. Um, so they are two separate issues. If I were to wake up a man tomorrow and go and see her, I would, it wouldn't change anything. We'd still be split up. So I'm doing this for me. I'm not doing this for her. I'm not doing this for any other potential partner. I'm not doing this for the shrinking pond. Um, this is for me. This is me. All right. Catch you later.